I am going to open the public hearing for citizen input on our annual action plan, January 1st, 24 to December 31st, 24. The City of Middletown, through the Office of Economic and Community Development, is pleased to announce that they will hold a public hearing on October 5th at 2023 at 4 p.m. in the Common Council Chambers located on the second floor, City Hall, 16 James Street, Middletown, to identify priority needs of the community in advance of the preparation of the Community Development Block Grant CDBG Annual Action Plan for January 1, 2024 to December 31st, 2024 program year. The goal of the public hearing is to obtain comments and input from the citizens about community needs and neighborhood priorities. For additional information, contact our office. This was published on September 20th in the Times Herald Record legal ad. It was on our website as well. And before I ask for any members of the public for input, I just want to briefly go through a quick PowerPoint just so you can see what the action plan for our office does. So our office administers the Community Development Block Grant Fund. These funds are used for the following programs. Now, the funds come from the federal government. They're granted, we're an entitlement city. They're granted to the city, and then the funds are used for the following: housing rehab program, single family and multifamily units. We use funds to help families in single family and multifamily homes, low-income families, to rehab their homes, like, for instance, roofing, siding, weatherization, plumbing, heating, electric. And we also use funds for economic development purposes for small business loans. We create small business loan program to help people locate in our city or expand. These programs are, for the small business loan, is to generate jobs for our community. And we also do public service and facility loans and grants. The purpose of the first public hearing is to gather information with the 2024 action plan, the pre-draft. The 2023 action plan is on our website if anyone wants to look at that as well. And in 2023, we were allocated from Housing and Urban Development $424,711. Again, our goals and objectives are to provide safe, weatherproof housing for low and moderate income families through the housing rehab program for low and moderate income families. The program year objectives, now this is per year, per funding period, is to complete 6 multifamily units and complete 14 family units. For instance, a rehab in the 4th Ward, this is a before, and then you got after. Need a new siding, new roof, weatherization, windows. Then our small business loan is to provide low and moderate income residents with access to economic opportunity to create jobs. And as you can see, there are various businesses throughout our city. Currently, we are servicing 1.7 million in loans to small businesses, and this is not just in 1 year, it's many years. The program objective is to assist 2 businesses, and if there's additional funding, more businesses, but important is to create at least 10 jobs or more. Our current funding, like I mentioned, in 23, we were allocated, actually, initially it was 429. We were cut to 424. Over the years, from 2019 to 23, we've gone down in funding, and that's not because of anything regarding, inappropriate actions or anything. That's all based on the formula that HUD provides for all communities. So all communities have been getting funding cut yearly. As you can see, this is basically our action plan budget. This was for '23. 424,711 was our budget, and you can see what we apply. Planning and administration, 85,000 and change. Single-family rehab, we invest, plus program income, 360,000 and change to assist single-family homes in our city. Multifamily, the funding is at about 128,000 and change, in which includes program income. Code enforcement basically means we have a code person that does the inspections on the houses to make sure we are funding properly the work that needs to be done. And then economic development, with program income, we use about 14,000 of the grant, and then program income is basically loans that we've generated and we get loan payments back and we put right back into our program. And then we have the home buyer that pays for some, I believe, some code related issues. And then now what I'm going to do is open the, give the mic to anyone who wants to give a comment or input about our community needs and neighborhood priorities regarding our action plan. Anybody from the public?
So this is not for you, this is for all of us. Let's get a tissue. Oh, no, it's okay. It doesn't need to be white as long as it's covered. My name is Valerie White. Before I make my comment, what I would like to say is I personally would like to see more done so that the public is aware of these meetings, because this is our meeting, it's for the public. And apparently, not a lot of people are reading the record, and hardly anyone probably is going to the site itself. So my first suggestion would be that at least on the local stations and whatnot, you publicize the meetings more. Because the three of us are here for the same cause, which means no one else is being heard regarding anything else. So it's just a suggestion that you do more advertising so that more people would know and be able to come out. And perhaps if it's a public hearing, it should be held later in the day after work time so that if people who work would like to come and participate, it would be available to them. Hang on a second. I'll be right with you. The city of Middletown should conduct a housing vacancy study to see if it's eligible to opt into the Emergency Tenant Protection Act of 1974. Are you familiar at all with ETPA?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Thank you. You're welcome. I just want to mention, I forgot to mention. Yeah. Also, the notice was published in Spanish as well. I forgot to mention that before.
Yeah.
And on our website.
Okay, but
Yep.
it's the places, the people are not going to those places to be made aware.
Thank you, Maria. Just wanna.
No, sorry. Thank you. Hola, mi nombre es Jesucita Chalpeño.
Hello, my name is Jesucita Chalpeño.
Lo que necesita saber, la ciudad de Middletown debería de realizar un estudio de viviendas desocupadas para ver si es elegible para acogerse a la ley de protección de emergencia para inquilinos de 1974.
One of the things that I'm here today to say is that Middletown should consider and definitely realize or take into account a vacancy study so that we could be possibly eligible to be able to opt into the ETPA law from 1974.
Oh, gracias.
Thank you. Alrighty. Hey everyone, my name is Vanessa Sid. I'm here today as well to ask that we take into consideration in the budget a vacancy study to be conducted in the city of Middletown. One of the things that is really crucial and important right now as we're facing a housing crisis is that even though it's great that there's going to be some grants and money allocated into codes, it's also very unfortunate because we have families, up to 3 or 4 families living in one apartment to be able to make ends meet and put food on their table. And it just continues to put more families who already have a roof over their heads in risk of eviction. And we also have, unfortunately, some not so nice landlords that have been unfairly raising the rent on their tenants and lying to them and telling them that their mortgage has gone up, even though people, when you take out a loan and you pay a mortgage, you're on a fixed rate. So I do hope that this is something that is taken into consideration, and I know that there were many tenants and homeowners who support this that wanted to be here today, but like Valerie mentioned, they did not hear about it, and I did not hear about it until I went to the website and saw it myself, and I was like, oh my God, this is in 2 days. So if it's something that maybe we can work together to find different avenues of communication to get it out there into the community, I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Also, this is being broadcasted on Channel 20, and it will be played back numerous times on Channel 20. That's our public access channel. Okay, if there anybody else, I look to, let me get the exact time here, Caitlin. 4:12, we'll close the public comment period.